Welcome back. Welcome back. I am doing a few walkthroughs, do some of my plant herb and plant and herb oracles. And so far I've done two. This will be the third one. So yeah. So we're gonna start here. This is the Herbal Healing Deck. This is by Sarah Baldwin. I got this on Amazon. I love this deck. I really should use these decks more. Like I said, when I got these decks, I got them more so for learning purposes. But I can tell you they can be used in your readings. And the best thing about it is I can use them in any reading. It's not designated for just one particular reading. I'm not a fan of love readings. I focus more so on the healing aspect. I feel like once you focus on that, everything else will follow. So, oh, I hope I didn't mess that up. So this is cardstock. Beautiful. Here's the book, which I adore because this is what I use to. I'll be reading and highlighting. I don't think I've highlighted in here that I know of. I probably have. Yep, I have. But the way she breaks it down, which I adore, so she has it broken down into 4 different parts: roots, herbs, flowers, trees. So you get a little bit of all in this one source. So I've highlighted a few. As you can see, those are the ones that I work with the most. Not saying that I won't work with the other ones, but these are the ones I've highlighted are ones that I have in my possession, that I use for my healing work. So yeah. The best thing that I love about my plant decks is I am obsessed with nature. I'm obsessed with utilizing the very things that's been provided to us through nature. Hence why I grow plants and all that great stuff. Plus, it's very soothing. She tells you the timing of each card. Roots represent winter, herbs represent spring, flowers represent summer, and trees represent autumn, which makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. She does give you different spreads. I don't really use the spreads too much. I kind of just do, however, depending on the reading, I rarely do a spread. She tells you, how you can use these cards on your altar. She starts off with the winter or north direction, but she also lets you know the direction of each as well. So let me see if I can. I don't want to give you guys a, I don't want to learn you a lesson here, but it's a lot of information basically if you're into learning about herbs and plants and everything. So really good cardstock. Like I said, colorful. You probably can't see too much because of my lighting. I apologize. I love natural lighting, so I have my blinds open, but because the sun isn't out, it looks dark in my room, so I had to turn on my top light. But yeah, shuffling these cards are really easy. They have a glossy top here, and they're really easy for me to hold in my hands. I have not little hands, but skinny fingers. So sometimes those bigger card decks are harder for me to grip. So I enjoy the ones that are a little bit more easier for me to manipulate. So, she has chamomile here, inner child. So that right there, the symbol, I believe it lets you know that it's an herb. And I can double check here. Because like you said, I'm still learning, okay? So, actually it's a flower. I'm sorry, chamomile is a flower. So that little symbol right there matches with that. Lets you know that it's a flower. Same thing with clover, flower. Then you have golden seal, which is a root. That right there lets you know it's a root. Then we have wormwood, which is a herb. Definitely a mystery. Wormwood is one of those, I would definitely say mystery is a good term for that. Wood betony, grounding. So that is a herb as well. Really good deck. Like, I promise you it's a great deck. I love it. Like I said, it's for healing. I have not used it much with people. I am very particular about my plant or herb decks, only because energy, and I take my decks to heart. So I don't use decks with certain people, and I don't use decks in certain situations. So but this deck here is a beautiful deck. Like I said, if you want to focus on healing by herbs, plants, flowers, you want to focus on healing, your body, which is my focus for 2023. A lot of plant, herb, healing, oils, crystals, all that great stuff. If I can show you, I have a huge plethora of crystals here. And that's not all, that's just some. So yeah, but back to this, I got distracted there. There's willow for interconnection. I love how she gives the pictures a lifelike imitation, because they're alive. They're very much well alive. Yarrow for boundaries. And we have cedar, which is for ritual. We have red root. I've never heard of, but I'll definitely read up on it. Shadow side. Great depiction, huh? Cherry for renewal. And that's a fruit, of course, which is good to eat. Elder, ancient wisdom. All right. It's also a good herb to have. Devil's club. Poison ivy. Oats for fertility. Burdock. Definitely a good herb to have to detoxify. Dream root for dreams. Mugwort is also good for dreams. St. John's wort for illumination. Ginkgo for patience. And as you can see, the tree in the corner, the symbol that lets you know it's a tree. But then also the picture is a tree. So it also helps you learn as well. So again, like I said, these my decks, as far as the plant and herb spectrum, they are more so of learning for me, but they also are good for doing readings. They're not specifically for readings, but they're good for doing readings. Okay. Like I said, this I got off Amazon. It's called the Herbal Healing Deck by Sarah Baldwin. And she's not melanated. At that time, I was just looking for some learning material. If I do come across, I think the only sister that's melanated, I believe, that I can think of at the moment is the Adriana Ayala's, the Herbal Astrology Oracle. But I'm pretty sure there are some out there. I just haven't come across them yet. But I do plan on someday probably constructing my own. So, but anyways, thank you for coming through again, and have a good day.